Hi everyone, this is Abdurrahman Kilal, and in this video, I'll quickly tell you what is Heredocs. So in PHP, Heredocs are ways to define large blocks of text and often multiple line string. Like if you have a string on multiple line, then how you gonna store into a variable, a single variable, without having to use any skip sequences or special characters like quote or double quote or like line breaks. So how you gonna do that? So they are really useful for situation where you need to work with long or complex string such as HTML, SQL queries or JSON data. And like you wanted to keep in a clean and readable manner. So how you gonna do that? So I'll explain you shortly in this video. So first of all, give me a second. Let me open it up for you guys. What I have open here. So I have made this quick file for you guys. So let's say I'm using variable called John and I have age is 25. So how usually I do the string, for example, I have a variable called var and I have some thing to keep like I wanted to keep my name as like in double quotation. So how am I going to do that? Let's say Abdul, and then in order to keep the double quotation, I usually use uh, you know skip sequences like that. And then if I'm gonna go on to the next line, it's really gonna be a bit of trouble for me. Then how am I gonna do that? So literally, it's not easy to keep everything like spaces and counts, so many things that give me a second here. Yeah, if you wanted to use something and then you wanted to keep single, quotations, so many things that you have to keep. So the best way is I told you, easy way is that you use, this here docs. So what is here docs? I explained you a little earlier. And here, for example, this is called here docs, operator. So less than, symbol for 3 times and then you write any identifier. It's not necessary that you write HTML. I write HTML, you can write A. Just make sure that whatever you use here has to be ended here. So which means that it has to know that from here is the here docs is being used and until when. So now if you have any data, for example, that's why I kept HTML because I have HTML data into it. So I kept HTML. So all the things that are there in the HTML are keeping like in a form that I wanted to keep. And then I'm using these variables such as name and age. So welcome name and then age. So this is looking like a complete page, but I'm storing into the variable. So you see here I'm using double quotation, I'm using single quotation sometimes if I want, or anything I wanted to use I can use it. And even if I've got my variables, they can also be stored there. So if you learn JSON later on, you will see like how we can combine the tags and you can use them later on. So all this goes to be stored into HTML variable, and then I just simply echo that. So let's save it and then go to that one file. Here I got a string, and then sorry about that. This is my last program's file, and I have used this Heredoc, so I use heredoc.php. So you see here, as soon as I Heredoc PHP, I don't see any HTML, but I see the string. So, which is very good, right? So everything that was there now is stored into a variable and I can use in any way I would like to use. So I hope it's useful. If you've got any question or confusion, please do not hesitate to approach me. Thank you so much, guys.